talk about the highlights, or to learn more about the highlights of EMO Hannover 2023. We are in the midst of the preparation, and in 8 weeks the trade show will start. We are already looking forward to the trade show, and this year the claim is Innovate Manufacturing. So what does that mean in detail? Innovate Manufacturing. You might have already heard that claim when we presented the new design of the EMO 1 year ago. Innovate Manufacturing stands for innovations at the trade show. The EMO is the leading trade show of the industry and has always stood for innovations and trends that are characteristic for our industry. And in the end, this day today shows that this is what it's exactly about. The companies will present their innovations on EMO or at the EMO trade show in September, in autumn. So they will introduce us to new products, new innovations, and they will also want to get in touch with the customers. It is also about it is also a good opportunity for the customers to inform themselves about the latest trends in industry, for their investment planning, for new products, for new projects, in order to be sustainable in the future as well, and in order to be ready for the future. But they also want to get information about what can be implemented in the brownfield, in their production processes, in terms of digitization, and also in terms of other pressing topics at the moment that are relevant at the moment. So it is a platform for customers and for producers, and on that platform they can focus on innovations. It's not only about technology, it's also about business models and redesigning business models, because digitization enables completely new business models, and it also enables to become active at international markets. So how do jobs change due to digitization, due to modern technology? We all know that it's getting more and more difficult, not only in Germany, but also in many other parts of the world, to find skilled workers. So we have to find ways to adapt jobs, to adapt positions in a way that they appeal to people, to skilled workers. How can we keep experienced workers in our companies? And another important topic is sustainability. What does that mean for the companies? And what are the challenges that entrepreneurs and customers are facing in the future? So, and do customers and visitors have to take this into account already? Yes, we are seeing this in Europe. The regulations in the field of environmental protection, for example, or reporting, this is mainly applies to huge companies, to big companies, but along the production chain, this also affects smaller companies as well. So all the companies have to deal with these big challenges. They have to supply data in the field of sustainability. So definitely you have to focus on that as well, even if you're a smaller company. And this is true for all parts of the world, because sustainability is becoming more and more important all over the world. So it's important for all the visitors to deal with sustainability, to think about what it actually means for a production company and what it means for my machine park if you want to make your production, your manufacturing process more sustainable. And why should people visit, and why should visitors and exhibitors visit EMO? Well, the EMO is the innovation platform for the production companies, or for companies that are producing production technology. Here they got the chance to present themselves to a broad public, and they have to be present at this innovation platform and to display what they got in store. So you can position yourself in the international competition, and it also is a platform for networking, a networking platform to get in touch with it enables you to get in touch with the visitors, with the customers. So it also supports a knowledge transfer from the entrepreneurs, from the companies to the visitors, so they can get in close contact with each other. And I think this is a very important topic. So you can discuss the different opportunities, different situations, and you can position yourself not only this is not only for direct contact between the customer and supplier, but also with other companies that are active in the industry. And what about the visitors, Dr. Schäfer? Well, this builds up on what Mr. Schäfer just said. We have a huge variety of products that can be seen here and innovations that can be seen here. So the visitors can can compare the different producers with each other. So along the entire value chain, from the software to control technology, measuring technology, machine engineering, mechanical engineering. So if there is an investment need, you can also take a look at other areas, because then there are some innovations in the pipeline, of course, for each company. So you have to keep in mind upcoming trends. This is what's most important for the visitors. The EMO is the only trade show in the world that is a pure manufacturer's company. So the visitors can contact the experts, the skilled workers of the producing companies, because we don't have any retailers present at the trade show, only producers and manufacturers. That's an important feature of the EMO. So you can directly get in touch with the exhibitors. EMO is the guiding trade show in the world when it comes to production technology. What technical trends are to expect in the future? Well, it's always difficult to predict trends, but I think first and foremost, the customer has a certain need to further develop three core topics to optimize these topics. It's productivity, flexibility, also with regard to smaller batch sizes, and also quality. So this is what our customers focus on in the future. There have been different trends in the past. There were machines with combined technologies in order to increase productivity. Only one machine, not two machines that you have to retrofit. And these are the trends that result from different needs. So if we talk about digitization, this is not a means to an end. In the end, you have to produce a part, and digitization also contributes to productivity. Lower downtimes, for example, predictive maintenance. So this also contributes to productivity. Automation on both sides gets more and more important. This can be perceived in different markets, all markets. So those are the topics that we will be able to see at the EMO. And another topic that's also very important is sustainability, and this is strongly driven by the social, political, and legal framework, or by social, political, and legal requirements and demands. So the companies will present solutions here, and and also when it comes to reporting, this is another important topic that all the customers have to deal with. Are there any other future trends that we have to expect? There are some trends that we summarize under future insights, where we want to offer a special dialogue format to get customers and manufacturers in touch with each other. First thing is future of business, so new business models that are enabled by digitization. And future of business is also about the different markets that you haven't been able to tap in the future, and that you could focus more on in the future, because the global markets are shifting, are changing, and so this is what will also become important in the future. Future of sustainability in production. This has to do with machine-to-machine communication, which is possible due to digitization. So, sustainability in production. What are the opportunities that sustainability brings about in the field of production? And future of connectivity was the third one. So, how can the exhibitors place these topics at the EMO themselves? So they can, of course, contribute to the different formats that we got. They can maybe have presentations or give presentations on these topics. So the formats are still open and very flexible. So if you want to speak about connectivity or want to contribute to this topic, you can, for example, give a presentation on future of connectivity if you want to. And beyond that, we already heard that there will be different forums. Can you give us some more detail, some more information on that? Where there will be two forum platforms at the trade show, Hall 9 and Hall 16, where the companies will get the opportunity to present innovations in detail, where the visitors can get directly in touch with the presenters. So we got different offers at the trade show, and we will realize them as we've always done in the past as well. So can the exhibitors already register for forums? Yes, they can already apply. Registration is already open, and we will provide you with the schedule over the next weeks to come. There are also some half days that are already occupied by some topics, for example, new digital work or e-mobility, or also climate neutral production. So those are blocks that we organize together with our partners, and there will be interesting presentations, knowledge transfer, product solutions will be presented by the exhibitors, and we will also complement this offer. There are also joint booths on different topics, for example, sustainability. We already had this about connectivity in the past, but also cobots, collaborations between robots and human beings, and also additive manufacturing will be an exciting topic, an interesting topic. This will be about not about the additive manufacturing of components. And in addition to those joint booths, there will be two special booths on education and also on startups. This is also an important piece of information, and this complements the entire range of that we got on offer.
So we can look forward to lots of exciting formats. And you mentioned it before, Dr. Schäfer, what's going to be exciting for the visitors. Is there anything else that you have in your quiver that we can look forward to? Well, I think, well, we mentioned it before. What's important is connectivity. We do have heard already, Ms. Becker already talked about it, that it's about standardization of connectivity. So for 10 years, we heard about IoT or Industry 4.0. We're already talking about Industry 5.0. I think we should be able to finish 4.0 first before we start something new, but there are solutions. But lots of those solutions are proprietary, both when it comes to data, pushing, control side, but also when it comes to platform. And it's hard to implement that for small and medium-sized companies. That's why there is this initiative standards, one language for production on the basis of OPC. We call it UMATI. That's 50 groups that are working on developing the various standards. We'll hear more about it this afternoon. We'll hear some further details, and that is important. We need a standardized language across technologies because the customer doesn't only have one tool. They have a production line, and they want to monitor and optimize the entire production line, and that's why they need one language across all those elements and components. They need data and information across the entire production line, and that is also a focus of EMO. And this data, let me add, is important when it comes to figuring out when do I have to shut down for maintenance. The entire topic of predictive maintenance, does it make sense? Does it make sense to replace components right now? Should I do it right now? Should I postpone it and leave it in production for a little longer, and everything around that? And then also taking that data that I have available, what else can I do with that data? Can I generate services for customers, or can I procure services from the manufacturer with this data? And then as an alternative, can I derive new business models? Can I work with platforms? Can I approach my customers in a different way? So that's a very exciting topic, and I think A lot will change in this regard in the future in the industry. And if you want to see that, you can still register for the EMO. We're still up for registration. Dr. Hering, how many registrations are there so far? Currently, we have more than 1,700 registrations from all over the world. However, new registrations are coming in every day. It's a phenomenon that we've seen for some time, that it's more short-sighted and people don't plan long-term and don't register long-term. The ticket shop for visitors is open. You can go to www.hannover.de, emo-hannover.de, and then you can register and you get a ticket code that you can use when visiting. And at the same time, the exhibitors have also their codes that they can send out to their customers globally to invite them to come to EMO and visit them. And if we look at potential exhibitors that still have some time, but at the same time they should hurry to register, what would you tell them, Dr. Schäfer? What's your message to these exhibitors? It's not too late. It's not too late yet. I can just encourage all of you. Just join us at EMO. It's a unique opportunity for you to position yourself in the competition, in the international competition. And you have components that you can use. You can position yourself related to topics and themes. You can join the joint booths because they have visitors or more visitors when you speak about sustainability or cobots. Or digitization, you can join one of those joint booths, and it's a great opportunity for you with not as much effort and to present yourself and your company. Wow, now we have heard a lot. We have heard about the great offer at EMO. Is there something else that you would like us to know? Give us some more insights. What else can we expect? Something that we haven't heard so far. I think, Dr. Hering, well, I think we could talk for another half an hour or even longer, but we don't want to overdo it. Maybe one more topic is the topic of startups. You have heard that before, right? We have an area, or we had an area for startups to present themselves, and we want to do that again this year. We assume that we'll have about 50 startups joining. So this is about new ideas, innovative products, and place them at the trade show and present it to the visitors and present themselves to the other exhibitors. And our experience shows that this startup area offers a great platform for exchange, exchanging traditional ideas and technologies and combining them with innovative ideas and different approaches. And I think it's important for an entire industry to incorporate young and fresh ideas and bring them into contact with establishment, because that's a very good mix for good new business models and fresh and new ideas and innovation. And it just helps the industry to progress, to develop, to go towards the future. And for the startups, it's important to have experience and meet established, experienced colleagues, and add their value, what they can add, and both can learn and position themselves. So bottom line is, as always, it's about networking. It's about a direct contact. It's about a dialogue and exchange. And for the startups, it's getting in touch with someone and matchmaking, which is beneficial for everyone, for the visitors, for the startups, but also for established companies. And I think that's great progress for the entire industry. Let's not forget about training and education. You've heard it before. We always have a big booth at EMO to invite young people. We have about 6,000 students, and we are introducing them to technical jobs. And this year we'll do something new, because we want to talk to the companies as well when it comes to education and training. We all see the lack of skilled workers. We're not able to present skilled workers at the trade show or offer you skilled workers. However, we want to show that it's crucial and necessary to invest into training and education. And we have prepared an education booth, which is about e-learning and very modern tools that we'll present with our partners. They offer content, they give contact to publishers, they give training opportunities, e-learning platforms for basic formation, but also for further training inside of companies. And I think that's another opportunity to get young people excited about technologies, to show them that their training is modern, state-of-the-art training as well. And that'll be a new, interesting forward to EMO. Thank you, Dr. Schäfer. Thank you, Dr. Hering, for your insight. I think we all know what to expect, and we want September to come. But before that, I would like to invite you to our Q&A session. Just ask your question. Dr. Schäfer, Dr. Hering are happy to answer them. We'll give you a microphone. Just raise your hand and ask your question, and the mic will find you.